First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Washington football team. Set to go from Detroit as Matt Prater approaches and booms it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Looking to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is third and 8. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Lions will take over
at their own 33-yard line.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Chase Young.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
On the pickup.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
At the 38-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's Rodgers to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Rodgers going to throw. And it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 31-yard line.
31-yard line.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. As they run the counter play. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
9-yard line.
And a give this time to the tailback. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
And the Washington.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 37. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Complete to Kenny Galladay. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
4 yards.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers, and they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A 33-yard attempt.
And that is no good. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt the return.
25-yard line.
there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
That catch good for only a couple.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And a little floater there is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Trey Flowers. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers flushed to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Again, it's Rodgers. And he takes this one again for a Lions touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Marvin Hall returning it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given the jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. On 1st down, Rodgers. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Matthew Ioannidis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers wants a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. that one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Open down the middle of the field, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
The first down carry here for Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
24, Washington, nothing. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Romeo Okwara just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. And he's got Rodgers. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Washington.
Now a handoff here to his running back. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
They're going to look to throw. For a right side here, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook pickup there, and it's a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Sets to fire deep, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Washington first down.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And he'll give it here to his running back. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's 50.
He takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
Washington 8.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
At the 31.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He'll get this one to Galladay. Touchdown, Detroit! Kenny Galladay, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
For Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. That was a deep shot that's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
To Richard Rodgers.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 48 yards.
First down, Washington.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 18-yard line.
Eluding the loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. 5. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Lions 38, Washington 8. Matt Prater.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And all the way down to the 29. Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll look to throw again. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. His throw caught right around the 6. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now they'll throw here out of the gun to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Harmon, incomplete. It's 4th down and goal at the 5-yard line.
Field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. The great lead, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Detroit, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Washington, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.